You are listening to the We Hired a Sitter for This podcast.
We hired a sitter for this.
We have a roster of like 7 sitters.
I'm spending $3,000 on paints.
Do you go to therapy?
Never have, nah.
There was a small fire. I put it out.
Real talk, the stakes are too high with my baby.
Comedy, parenting, married, life.
We do it all.
I'm a dad and I'm busy.
I have an opinion. I don't know if it'll be right, but
I'm Patrick.
my name is Gaston.
We hired a sitter.
Skibidi bop bop boot up.
Adi-da-bop-bop-ba-doo.
Boom.
You are listening to the show. It is We Hired a Sitter for This. And welcome, everybody. Episode 164.
Whew.
I didn't know we were going to go musical, so I'm thrown off.
Yeah, yo. I just want to keep it fresh and funky and put you on your toes from the jump.
I love it. I want to go party now. I want to listen to disco. I want to listen to the old school hip hop. And I want to bounce around town. I want to get an old convertible Cadillac and go South Central style, West Coast with you.
Ooh.
And just cruise around and listen to 90s era hip hop.
I like this. Look at that. You just started a buddy rom-com kind of thing.
I know. And every time I make these kinds of references or I refer to anything about, because I'm listening to the podcast, I got to see what to clip out of these shows. Every time I listen to myself say anything about it, I'm like, I sound like such a nerd right now. And for so many years of my life, I was obsessed with rap music.
Yeah, you're
and
genuinely a hip hop fan.
Yeah. And but now I'm like, I sound the way I look. I feel the way the age I am, and I've aged out of all this stuff. So, yeah, I promise you, listener, viewer, if you're watching, you're like, there goes the corny guy talking again. I've got some legitimacy.
Yeah, you're definitely a real hip hop fan.
Thank you.
I do think your hip hop name was silly.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah,
it was very bad.
That was really,
but it's
fun.
not as bad as my first one. My first one, based on my AOL screen name that I created in fall of 1999, was
okay.
No, that might have been 2000. Anyway, it was when Snoop was doing all the stuff with his verbiage.
Okay,
and I landed on Padiz Nizzle. I was going Padiz Nizzle Pat was my screen name, my rap name, whatever. Our band.
Who did you tell was there ever? Yeah, did you introduce yourself like that?
No, it was never serious. It was never like I go by Padiz Nizzle now.
Nizzle.
But I put it in my rhymes. I was in a band in college. We were called Red 11. I was Padiz Nizzle or P Diz.
Okay.
And I have rhymes like P Diz Nizzle. That's my name. Rapping with my band, man. That's my game. Really bad. Not good. That's the thing about rap music and verses. Toward the end, maybe,
okay.
I never learned how to really mess with flow and go against the beat or do things like when I listen to Ghostface now.
Right.
Ghostface, Jay-Z. Who else do I like that I like the way they do it, where it's like it's not so symmetrical, it's like it's unexpected but it still works.
Right.
Kendrick, of course.
Yeah.
Like these people are doing such next level rapping that I never even got close to. I was always like Beastie Boys, like couplets, like lots of couplets with the same exact number of syllables, like, which is all to say, it was never great.
Yeah, that was dope, but it's evolved since then for sure.
Yeah.
But your hip hop is not, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not still making it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Although I'm fantasizing about it. I did buy some software recently. Well, like a year ago, I got the latest version of Ableton on my laptop. I'm like, I'm gonna make beats again, and I got real hyped on it for one night, and then I was like, this is such it's such an undertaking.
Yo, real talk. I'm telling you, I've been embracing the fact that I got to start giving up on some dreams.
Yes.
That might be. I don't know. I think hip hop is one you can hold on to.
Yeah, I mean,
you can make beats at 80.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like the idea of like minimizing, like, you know how you minimize a closet, you get rid of some old shirts, some old shoes, a couple jerseys you don't wear anymore. It's time to minimize the dreams.
Yeah.
Get rid of the old dreams, get the clutter out of your head, and just give up.
That's it.
Because you're going to have a tidier living space.
Real talk. I'm not going to be a doctor. I know.
Yeah.
I've accepted
Oh,
that.
well, that, yeah.
I had dreams of being a surgeon once, so like the ego involved.
Oh, yeah.
But that's done. I know. That's not going to happen.
You wanted to walk in a room and just say, I need a scalpel stat.
Real talk. I still say it now just because it feels good. But I know that's done. That's not going to happen.
Was there a surgeon on TV that you admired that felt like, I want to be that guy?
So I don't know his name, but there is an episode of Grey's Anatomy where I think there's still interns, and they show one of the experienced surgeons that when he does surgery, he plays like regular music during the whole surgery. So it's like a vibe in it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of fire. I could rock with that. So that kind of got me hyped. Yeah,
like this is my domain. I'm putting on Nirvana. You're in my world now.
Exactly.
And I am your destiny person on the bed. Like I'm about to cut you open, and how I'm feeling depends on how you end up.
Real talk. And then I also had the I forget his name, but the dude from Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
The little skinny dude doing like, medical work on the field. That got me hyped too.
Oh,
I like the idea of it.
How do you handle blood and stuff?
I'm cool with all that. I love all that. Yeah. That's peace. I've seen bones come out, all of that stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's fire.
Who'd you see a bone come out of?
A few different times. Football, I've seen it.
On
also,
the field?
Yeah, on the field. Also just in the neighborhood. So somebody really hurt themselves skateboarding.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I've seen people get hurt and like ugly stuff come out, and I'll be like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But like I didn't faint or like, I also didn't help. Admittedly, I didn't know what to do. But I was like, yo, man, if I could help, it'd be really useful right now because I'm one of the few people okay with everything that's happening.
Yeah. Do you think city living makes you a more capable person of handling disgusting imagery, like visceral moments?
I think it makes it okay to see it. Admittedly, I don't necessarily think that necessarily makes me a better potential medical person, but I do think it like desensitizes certain things.
Yeah, I mean, I just assume you cannot go into the medical field if you don't have the stomach for it, like gore, basically.
But I will say this is one of the few times I will defend rural people.
Yeah,
they also see more dead animals than we do.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you work on a farm. You're in the suburbs, you running over roadkill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we got like mice and like stuff like that we like might run over on the street, but like I've never like moved bodies of animals.
Yeah. Or so many births. Like birthing a cow or something, you're just shoving that arm all the way in there, yanking out a smaller cow, and just like all the slime. There's a lot of slime and blood, I think.
I always remember when I first got promoted at my first like official manager job.
Yeah.
And we're doing like the onboarding, and we're at like this Fortune 500 company. So like we're in a room with like 30 people from different parts of the country, all training to be managers. And they do one of those like creativity tests, and they ask a bunch of random questions. And one of the questions they asked were, if you have 10 cows and 10 cows die, how many cows you got left? And everybody says 0. And I said 10. And they laughed at me. They was like, why'd you say 10? And I was like, because dead cows don't disappear. So I'm like, you still got the cows. You just got dead cows.
Yeah.
And like,
the wording was, how many cows do you have left?
Right. Yeah. Like, how many cows you got left? I was like, you still got all the cows. They a problem. What I mean? Like, hey, you got a situation.
You have a detritus issue on your hands.
Yeah.
A surplus of dead cows now.
Real talk. It's a heavy steak week coming up.
Yeah. Hope you got refrigerators. I thought you were going to say that you have however many cows are, maybe there's some fetal cows in there, maybe a couple dead pregnant cows, but another cow you could cut out of there real quick.
Look at that. Even more.
Well, why are we not factory farming, you and me? We should be just running that industry.
I'm ready. Real talk, yo.
Get you some boots. Well, you have lots of boots. Are you willing to get muddy with any of your Tims?
After they've been used, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want fresh Tims in the mud. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
But like after they've done their time, in the fashion world, you can put them out there. Yeah.
I went to a farm this weekend, actually.
Whoa.
I was visiting my pal Chris, who's a fan of the show.
And Chris lives on a farm?
Shout out to Chris.
Shouts to Chris. Farmer Chris.
He lives farm adjacent. He's up in the countryside in Connecticut. And he took Franny and I and his kid and his wife. We all gotten his Tesla, which is definitely not a farm vehicle.
I say, Chris, you losing credibility already, bro.
He loves Elon Musk. He loves the Tesla product line. No, he doesn't love Elon, but it's a great car. It's only the third time I've ever been in a Tesla, I think. And man, if I was driving a Tesla, I would have such a hard time to just not stare at this massive screen. It's a big screen TV in there. How does anybody not just stare at that?
I don't get it.
Because you could see the map. They really. I was going to say they really nailed it with the Tesla, but there was just a news article the other day that people got in a crash. This is horrible. This won't be funny at all. These people got in a car accident. It started burning up, and they could not get out from the inside.
Yeah, that's my issue with the Tesla. Every time, like anyone that buys a Tesla, you have to commit to constantly explaining to people how to open your doors.
Yes.
No one knows how to open a Tesla door.
I was proud of that.
Tesla owners. You knew how to do it?
I was proud of that because I'd been through that. I'd been through that embarrassing thing where you're just like poking at the side of the door. But this time I knew you hit the one end and it pops out.
But then it happens again when you're inside and you're trying to get out.
Right.
It's a different poking thing.
Yeah, it's a different button. Yeah. Apparently it doesn't work when you need it to work. We were lucky.
There was no fires?
Yeah, we got to the farm in one piece, and this was a farm. You're going to love this. I have a feeling you're going to have feelings about this. This is a farm where Chris and his family pay a $40 yearly membership fee.
Okay.
Where they can then go do family chores. And last weekend, this was just a casual visit, a leisurely visit.
Okay.
We walked around and enjoyed the animals. Last weekend, they went to go do family chores, which was pick up all the chicken eggs from the chicken coop for no money. They paid to go work at the farm.
Yo, real talk.
How do you feel about that?
I didn't know that farm was owned by like Nathan For You in that production company. That's incredible. That's such a hustle, man. Real talk, B. Y'all fell for the scam.
Yeah, and also that farm probably gets a ton of federal grant money. It's doing just fine. It's in this part of Connecticut is so beautiful. Like they pointed out to me, I think Jessica Alba and Justin Timberlake's house. I think that's who it was. I mean, some of these houses are amazing. These big old red barns that used to have like actual work going on inside are just painted like postcard red, like look like these beautiful postcards. And I'm just thinking, like, I don't think any real work happens on that farm over there, you know?
Not at all.
But this farm was a beautiful farm
with real work being done by people.
Yeah,
for pretend.
Yeah. You could pay to have an internship at the farm.
Yeah, I would put that on my LinkedIn page. Real talk.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Farm hander. What is it? Farm experienced.
Yeah, I do. I've got a working knowledge with chicken coops.
Yeah.
I'm chicken coop training.
Yeah. The chicken coop certified.
Yes.
I like that.
Go. Yeah.
That's the 3 C's too, alliteration.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. We watched the farmer milk the cows. And these cows were happy. They were happy cows. There's only about 20 of them. None of them were. It looked like manual. It wasn't like a big, scary machinery thing. It was like, I think it was a manual pump milker this guy had going.
This sounds like a really like different version of OnlyFans.
Oh yes. $40 a month, you can watch that thing get milked.
Oh man, make requests. You know what I mean? They'll let you do it.
Only farms.
Only farms.
Only farm hands.
Ooh.
There we go.
Yo, we stumbled on a business right now.
Onlyfarmhands.com. What's scary is that there probably are people who would get off on watching that footage.
Of course. There's 330 million people in this country. We can make that a business.
Somebody's got a cow thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame
we saw the cows. We saw the geese. We saw some tree forts, some wigwams and teepees that were built more recently. And it was called an Indian encampment. I don't know. I don't know if there's any insensitivity toward the former occupants of this land, but it looked pretty legit. Franny had a great time playing hide and seek in there.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it was a lot of outdoor time in the woods.
Oh yeah,
yeah, extended periods of time in the woods.
Did you pay $40 to just cross a fence?
Well, there was no money exchanged hands for us for this day.
Yo, you see the trees out there? Nah, the trees in here special.
Yeah.
Real talk. Pay $40, you cross the fence, see our trees different from their trees.
The air is a little bit more fresh.
Our
after
trees
you
are
pay
closer
the
to
fee.
each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You run freer from that $40.
Yeah, we were free range humans for $40. If you want free, just pay $40.
Just pay $40. Oh man, that's brilliant, yo. Real talk. Sign me up. I'm buying a farm, B.
Yeah. What else did we see there? There was Franny found a pumpkin on the ground that was totally rotted out, and of course she wanted to put it directly in her face and inspect for bugs and fungus inside of it.
Yo, low-key, she's a scientist, yo.
She's an explorer. Yeah. She wants to. Last night at the playground, actually, she was digging in. The school playground has these huge pots of dirt where they're growing flowers for science class or whatever, and she's just digging through the dirt. I'm trying to get her to stop, and then finally I'm just like, you know what? She wants to make a mess. Go ahead. I don't care. And there was a little one with a stick, like prying through the dirt with the stick, and it flung dirt directly into her eyes. And I had this moment where I was just like, that's how she's got to learn. It sucks to get dirt in your eyes, and I couldn't prevent it. It just happened. And
now she wears goggles.
Yeah, she may be partially blind. That's how they learn.
Amen. Archaeologists.
Yes. Yeah,
in the
that's what it
making
was.
right there.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm a fan. I think it's good that kids like touch things. I don't think we do enough tactile things anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's important. You get to know how things feel.
Yeah.
That there's a real effect. The things you learn in school are real. She'll remember that. That'll be core memories for her.
Well, and there's this whole narrative now. People are saying people got to get out and touch grass. You got to get out and touch grass. And I agree, right? Like we're all too online. It's too easy to argue with your neighbors or whoever on the internet. And if you go outside and touch grass and be in the world, get some fresh air, see people in person, it's a little easier to get along, right?
I like it. It's important.
I actually, I've been seeing this new client, and the last couple times I've seen him, we start our time together at 8:30 in the morning playing baseball.
That's kind of dope.
I've been playing catch. I've been helping him hit balls. It's great. I'm like, this is the best job I've ever had. If I could start my mornings on the baseball field, I think I'll be okay.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out a budget-friendly way of going to the batting cages.
Yeah.
I miss it. I think it's fun. I think there's like ways of doing it at home now at this point, like in the backyard if it's big enough.
Yeah, well, and what we were doing is like, you know when you like soft toss like from a few feet away and from the side and the person just nails the balls? He's got a huge bag of balls, and we just did that for like 40 minutes the other day.
That's freaking awesome.
So we could just go on Facebook Marketplace and buy a bunch of old baseballs and take some swings sometime.
Real talk, I'm game. Like I miss that. It's relaxing.
Yeah.
It's still exercise.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't have to move. You can just stay in one place.
I got a Louisville Slugger down in the basement. It's about 30 years old at this point.
Hell yeah.
I put a little linseed oil on there maybe.
Okay.
That should be all right. Some pine tar.
I like it.
You like a wood bat or an aluminum bat?
I mean, I only play like in like Little League, so aluminum I'm partial to.
Yeah.
But I'm not against a wood bat, especially if it's just batting practice.
Yeah.
I will say, like, just in general, I like the idea of these kind of things. Like, I gave way too much thought of converting my backyard into like an axe throwing place.
Yeah.
And I've only done it once.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun, and it's like an activity where like it doesn't require like a lot of work, but I know that I moved that day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's all I'm trying to do. Like, hey, listen, I like my shoulder still works. I stretched. I built up a little sweat.
Yeah.
But like I'm not drenched either. I'm not trying to do the gym.
Yeah.
But it's like a nice in between.
No, my back and shoulder and right arm, of course, are pretty tight now from just one game of catch yesterday.
Right. You need it.
Yeah. Well, now I'm like picturing us out there with some cameras. I'm like, how do we take this thing that just sounds like a nice idea for some light exercise and male bonding, and I'm like, but how do we make it into content?
Amen.
Like all it would take, because what I was doing with this guy the other day is he would swing and hit the ball directly into the backstop.
Yeah.
Like where he's basically at home plate but standing backwards.
Right.
So we could do that. And you could have one camera faced in. You get a wide shot of the two of us, and then you get a over the shoulder of the other. One person, It's just 2 cameras. You could shoot a whole scene.
I'm
maybe,
with it.
Maybe get a couple clips out of it. This is where my mind goes now. Like, what is clippable? Not even what's interesting content. What is clippable?
Oh, man. They've won. The machines have won.
Yes.
Industry's won. There's no art. It's just all content.
Yeah, there is no art. It's just content. That's a T-shirt right there.
Real talk.
And then that itself is content and merch. How sad.
Sad times.
Speaking of merch, shout out to the 4 people in New Jersey. What town was that? I was in New Jersey, West Caldwell, New Jersey, Saturday night for Don't Tell New Jersey. Had a super fun show, great crowd. I brought my spoons and my spatulas and my slotted spoons, and 4 people bought them. 2 people paid cash. 2 people said, we'll send you the money on Venmo, and I was like, oh, well, don't tell. We'll send you the Venmo information in an email the day after the show. I haven't received the money from those people.
Man.
I took their word for it. I was like, oh, surely they're honorable members of the West Caldwell, New Jersey community. I'll get my money, but it hasn't come through. But they took my spoons. That just made me feel good.
We got robbed. How does that feel good?
It just feels good that it's nice when you have a good set and somebody wants to talk to you afterward. That's all I want. That's all I want in this career now.
All I want is friends.
I just want people to.
Just want people to look me in the eye.
Yes. Because I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know if you know, but do you?
I just want human contact.
Do you know how bad the opposite feels? When people are just like, they're just like, let me just go to my car, please.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had rough sets, but man, that is a bigger problem than comedy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't want friends. I just want people. I want to feel appreciated. And for to say to somebody, hey, I'm selling this thing, and they say, oh, you sign it? And I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, I do want that thing from you.
I agree, but I do think there's ego in the fact that we're putting parameters around that. I think people would like to meet us and talk to us, but we're saying, hey, we want it specifically for our weird ideas and jokes.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
you know, and like that's where like I think that we have to accept that sometimes we're not gonna get that. Yeah. You know? No,
it's hey. Also, with the stuff I talk about on stage, it does not hurt my feelings that people are like, I'll pass.
I'll pass today. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit off, you know.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea to say what's up to you, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay. It happens.
But I gotta figure out with this merch, with these spoons. We've talked about this before. You had the idea of maybe some of them are already say some things on there because part of the sale itself is taking a moment and chatting with people and writing down whatever I'm writing on there.
But you can write some extra.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe at least I should have my name and Instagram or whatever on there, and then the rest
apparently
is
your Venmo.
blank. Yeah, the Venmo, which is, no, it's not the same as my Instagram. Yeah, I should probably get my socials in order.
Yes,
so that
they are. For someone that has to post clips of us, it is a chore to remember all of your joints.
Yeah.
It is wild, bro. Yeah. None of your stuff connects.
What should be, like, because the Colbert Report is an old joke. It's based off the Colbert Report.
Okay, doesn't work.
Nobody listens to that anymore. The show is literally off the air for like 8 years now.
Horrible name for you, yeah. Literally.
What should be my Instagram?
This is how horrible it is. I am a comedian. I've worked with you for like literally the last decade. I just now got that reference.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I did not know that's what the point of that was. I just thought you had
funny.
A weird like email list or some shit that you was
the Holbert
like,
Report.
I was like, all right, cool. Whatever this is, bro.
What should it be? Just Patrick Holbert?
Probably. I'm okay with like a catchy thing, but like it has to be at the very least they all got to match, bro. Like this is wild work.
Yeah. How about Patrick Holbert laughs?
I'm not against
Patrick Holbert comedy. I did Patrick Holbert live on TikTok.
Okay.
But now I hate TikTok. I know you're posting on there. I know I should be posting on there.
No, you don't need to post.
I just don't want to get sucked into another thing.
So don't post on it. I would tell you pick 2 that you like and just only post on those. But save the name on the others.
Yeah. Like, you mean connect the...
Yeah, put your name on the others so that if in the future you need to use it, you got it. It's
what should
account.
I change my Instagram to? Let's figure out this problem.
I'm pro Patrick Holbert. I like
think
that.
somebody has that. I think there's
Someone got
another.
who's the other one?
By the way, I got friended by Patrick Holbert on Facebook the other day. Patrick Holbert in New Jersey. He's not that far away, and he's in the cannabis business.
Oh, yeah,
and he
real
looks
talk.
like about my age. Like he's somewhere maybe 10 years younger. He's a youthful looking guy.
Patrick, you're cool, but I might have to trade up Patrick's.
Yeah, feel free.
That's a dope Patrick over there, yo.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's so weird. I didn't accept it. I was like, this is too weird. It's like too. I don't really know if I want that.
Like if that Patrick was really famous, I would tell you be other Patrick Holbert.
Oh, like literally the word other Patrick Holbert.
I think that would be cool. I like
Patrick, the one Patrick Holbert. How about Padisnizzle Pat? And Pat Miscellaneous also, by the way, Pat Miscellaneous also not a great rap name.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's all right.
Too many spelling errors.
Yeah. Pat Miscellaneous was because that was when like MC Lars, like the nerd rap thing was really going on.
No, I get it. That
like
one I got.
2004. I was like, this is kind of a goofy. It's like a goofy name.
Yeah,
but
I can see it working. You can make a bunch of like rap songs about like SATs.
Yeah.
You could do it.
Multisyllabic words. All right.
I definitely think you need something though. I think you need one name.
What about Peggy's dad, Patrick?
I'm not even mad at that.
There's Peggy.
You need dog content.
But then Peggy won't be around forever.
That's messed up, B.
Maybe Peggy and my career will be the exact same length.
Maybe you can name all of your dogs Peggy.
Some people do that.
Yeah, like Peggy 2, Peggy 3.
Yeah. Peggy the sequel.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I feel bad talking about future Peggy with Peggy here, though. Peggy, you going to be 65 years old before you go, Peggy. She's gonna keep it moving.
She's going to retire to South Beach. She's going to be great.
Real talk. I'm rooting for Peggy.
While we're here, while we're talking about it, while I can soak up your expertise in the business, you've told me my social media handle makes 0 sense.
Horrendous. The whole idea of the whole campaign is crazy. You got different names, all of them. None of them are good names, so that's the problem. They're like, you don't even... Did you workshop any of these?
What are the other names that you're even thinking? Oh, my YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is Pat Miscellaneous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's not what my screen name comes up as, right?
It just says comes up as Pat Miscellaneous.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
but
bro.
you can't change that, can you?
I don't know. We got to look into it.
I think that's too late on YouTube. I think once you pick on YouTube, that's it. That's you forever.
Oh, you got to pay somebody, bro. This is
on
crazy.
Reddit, I'm P Miscellaneous because on Reddit it's like sort of anonymous and
right. It's like the culture.
People aren't like totally out there, and I was just like, whatever. This is just a way to.
I went the other way. I went my name. Gaston Monte is me. All right. If you see me looking at some weird site, it's gonna be me too. I won't be doing it though because I don't really do stuff. But
What's my X? Oh, that's the whole Bear Report, but it's missing a T because they only had so many letters.
How did you not see this as a disaster? This is wild, bro.
I guess I've been thinking about all this stuff for 3-4 years now, but
it's not even that they're bad.
I don't even feel
it's
like dealing with it. I just don't want to deal.
It's not that they're bad. You got to understand. You regularly tell me, I want to be a comic for a living. And like I want to get my career in order. And
but I don't want to do the stuff to do it. I don't want to do anything. I want that, but I don't want to. Like, I don't want to work toward it.
I got to pick names. Come on, B.
There's rules. There's like, you're telling me there are some basic best practices that I should be doing.
Yo, hold up. So like, if people want to follow me, they can't figure out the 6 different combinations of names to do that under?
Just email me at patrick@patrickholbert.com.
A fourth name.
Unless it's something Google Docs related, then email me at patmiscellaneous@gmail.com because that plays better with Google Docs and Google Drive. And if it's something more personal, please email me at pholbert@yahoo.com because that email address I actually use more than anything.
You do harder stuff than this. You edit whole movies. You are clearly capable. We could pick one name for you, bro. That's it. At worst, you don't even need to pick a name. Your parents picked the name.
I could just do Patrick M. Holbert. That's my middle name.
But do you use that on stage?
No.
Then not.
Then what? Let's see if Patrick Holbert is available on Instagram.
I would be Patrick Holbert if possible on everything.
Let's see if it's available on Instagram. If it is, maybe I'll change it right now.
Right here, live, baby. We're putting the pressure on.
Let's see. How do I do it?
This is what it takes.
How
Real
do you
talk.
open?
This is what I'm realizing with Patrick. Every now and then you just gotta like press him. Like, yo, listen, bro, this is for your own good, but like you gotta do this, homie.
This is literally my job too. This is what the coaching stuff is.
Yeah.
It's just like, just do it. And they're like, I don't want to do it. And you're like, but what if you just did
What
do
if
it?
you just did it right now? You know what I mean?
Hey, look who's back.
Like, how you doing?
Hi.
The person that spends the most time putting pressure on Pat.
In her podcasting sweatshirt. Here, you podcast with Gastor.
Last time too. My hair's wet.
What's going on?
You know, just hanging out, listening to how he's, the funny thing about Patrick's, am I in the frame, you think? Or is my head chopped off? Okay. Not that it really matters, but Patrick's technological advancements ended around, discluding like editing software and things. Like he knows how to do that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like he used to like travel all the time and like his MTV days, like he was like booking trips, booking rental cars, Like he still does that stuff, but like I think he was more proficient before it was all on apps.
That's been the turning point.
That's my take. That's my hot take.
I think I touched on this on another episode. I think all of my cognitive abilities for admin and taking care of business, all that stuff changed when I retired from a high pressure career. And then I went to this career and I'm just like, who cares? But now more than ever, I should be engaging those old skills.
Real talk.
Real quick,
That's
just
true.
an update. Patrick Holbert is not available. Do I do Patrick Holbert 1981?
Oh my God.
This is not a
like a real
real
mom.
talk.
Like a real mom.
You can't just like flimsy your way through this, B. All right? Because then you won't be stuck with 81. We got to really think about a name that works.
Pat Holbert, not available.
Well, I'm not disappointed about that. You know, I hate
I'm
when
not
people
Pat.
call him Pat. Ugh.
Nah, it's Patrick.
Pat.
I ain't even mad at that. Yo, it's Patrick or it's Patrick.
It's Patrick.
Yo, it's Patrick. Real talk. It's Patrick is a good name.
Or you could do what Fran was saying last night. Fran was saying her whole name, Frances Susan Holbert Martineau. I don't even know how to say my last name. What did she say? Potty Fran. Toilet Fran. Oh, yeah. So you could just add Toilet Patrick to the end of your full name.
This is the most thought he's given this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ever.
It's Patrick Holbert.
There we go.
Is available.
Okay, that's perfect.
That's pretty good.
I agree.
Somebody says, what's your Instagram handle? I say, it's Patrick Holbert. And
Just say it's Patrick Holbert.
Yeah.
Because if you say it's Patrick Holbert, they might get confused.
Right.
all right, if I do this, it looks a little weird. It's not great. Do I capitalize anything?
I think it sounds good though.
Yeah.
Patrick Holbert.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's it.
We're doing it.
Which is, I mean, it's a person's name is often like an entertainer's handle, I feel like.
Oh, really?
I've seen it with other
Well, now I
people.
feel hacked.
You are. It's okay. But you know what?
The truth.
Some hacks lead to success.
Amen.
Right?
Yeah. You keep the artistic integrity in the jokes. Social media could be hacked.
Hey, it's Patrick Holbert and Gastor Almonte and Ross Aaron Martineau.
My wet bangs.
We have an update while podcasting. I just changed my Instagram handle.
Finally.
It's Patrick Holbert is my new Instagram handle. Gastor didn't like my old one, and he just told me today. Ross made me do it. Gastor made me do it.
Been building up to this.
Rest in peace, the Holbert Report. My new Instagram handle is It's Patrick Holbert. Tell the presses.
Hot take. You know,
Tell the press.
yeah. It's the Depression era, and we're
Real
going to
talk.
ticker tape the presses.
Patrick is the oldest 40-year-old ever, yo. Real talk, yo.
I after he stopped traveling so much for work, I started traveling a lot more for work.
Have a seat.
And
I got to go to the bathroom.
you got to use the little boys' room.
I think he has to go, like, just be alone with his new name.
Yeah.
Okay? He's like, this is a big moment for him.
Well, you know, he did. I because sometimes I listen. You know?
Please, show me.
And he was recounting a story about how he had gotten into a fight and he locked himself in the bathroom.
Okay.
Or maybe he was recounting it with me, actually.
Okay. So I was listening because I was there, you know?
Oh, wait, he was telling me again. But we both thought that each other was icing each other out. Like, I
Really?
thought I was the one that was like, I'm not talking to him. And then he revealed that he had locked the bathroom door as if I was going to like charge in.
Yo.
And I was like, no, I left without saying goodbye to walk Peggy. And he was like, no, I locked the door because I didn't want to talk to you anymore.
Yo, that's what's up. I like the stalemate. How far back was this?
Like a couple months ago.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We don't fight that much.
Right,
like,
right,
we don't
right.
have like real fights. Like, we might have like a heated debate.
Yeah.
A conversation gets a little heated. We're like, put a pin in it, you know?
Right, right.
But that was probably the first one in a long time where we both were just like, fuck this.
Bathroom's locked, yo. Real talk.
I couldn't believe it. He
That's
told me
awesome.
he locked the door. I mean, I am capable of charging into places.
That's
It's
beautiful.
true.
Real talk. Yo,
You know what I want to talk to you about
talk to me.
is your love of Ryan Reynolds.
Why not?
Because he sucks.
What?
I was just saying to Patrick, I was listening to the most recent episode in my car ride home because that's how I get to know both of you.
Oh, no.
And I was like, but I do think there's a thing. Straight men love Ryan Reynolds. They
Yeah.
just think he's so charming and funny.
He is.
Ew, he sucks.
Why does he suck?
Because he's one note. He's like generically good looking in the most uninteresting way. And like you guys were like, you know, defending his honor because Martha Stewart like vaguely said he was serious.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna tell. Okay. Hold on. I gotta come to my boy defense here.
He's just fine.
Okay.
He's
one,
doing just
He's not just fine. He's just fine. All right. It's different. All right. He's a good looking dude. All right. Second.
Sure.
I don't know if this is true, but I'm assuming just because of his energy, he's a Scorpio like me.
Oh.
I just get the vibe. I promise you he is.
You know, you're overly
Real talk.
identifying with him.
I'm positive he is. I don't even know if it's true or not, but I'm putting it out there. He's a
Okay.
Scorpio. Y'all fact check me later. Okay?
He's a Scorpio.
Real talk. I just believe it in my core.
Okay, okay.
He's whatever dudes want to be, he's checked off. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You want to be good looking? He got it.
Sure.
You want to be tall? He got it.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to be funny? He got it.
I mean, that's questionable.
You
but
want to be successful at business? He got it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's winning at all the fields. He's doing all the side quests.
A good-looking white man from Canada.
Real talk.
Killing it.
The struggles that he's been through. Okay? Let that man succeed. All right?
He's had it really
Right,
hard.
yeah.
You
Real
know?
talk. You know?
Yeah.
Just from the beginning of his career, you know, he was on a show. He wasn't even the only
Wow,
guy.
you've been following.
They said 2 guys and a girl and a pizza place. He had to share the billing with a location.
Oh, he was on that show?
Yeah, he was the main dude on the show.
Huh.
2 guys, a girl, and a pizza place. You know?
Which is that like a CBS sitcom?
I think it was like ABC or something. But, you know, that's how humble he was. He's like, I don't even need my
Sure.
name on the show billing. You want to put the pizza place? Yeah, put the pizza place in it. You know, let's do that. You know what I mean?
You know, he was married to, I don't know if he was married, but he was definitely at least engaged to Alanis Morissette
Okay.
back in the day.
Okay.
Also briefly married to ScarJo.
Okay.
Now
Solid resume so far.
Blake. She's the furthest thing from black.
Okay.
Blake Lively.
Black Lives
Okay.
Black Lively matters.
And they have like 4 kids now.
Okay. That's
I just wanna
fantastic.
drop-
Why do I know so many things about him? I don't even like
Secretly
him.
a fan. The
No.
biggest fan.
I tend to
Huge fan.
When I dislike someone, I like to collect all the data.
I gotta tell you,
Isn't that
Loki,
true?
I feel like you married a version of him. Okay. All right. I think
Look at these.
real
abs.
talk.
Look at these abs.
This is.
You're not wrong.
I'm telling you.
You're not
real talk. All I'm hearing is this is your peak Patrick. You got good Patrick. Okay.
And everything she hates about Ryan Reynolds are things she hates about me.
Everything she hates about Ryan Reynolds are things she wants you to work on. That's it.
She's like,
He's classically good looking. You're good looking too. One note. Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my
kinda
God.
smug.
Well,
The truth comes out.
Good-
Okay.
Good thing we have couples therapy at 2. Okay,
Real
I'm
talk.
out.
You can stay. All
Real
right,
talk.
let's hear for Ross Aaron Martineau, everybody.
Real talk, man. You can.
Podcasting sweatshirt.
Amen.
Yes.
You can have crushes in your 40s and in a relationship
Yeah,
because they look
exactly.
exactly the same. It's a
I mean,
good dude.
Based on the rules of our marriage, she could possibly date Ryan Reynolds if she wanted to.
Look at that. It
That's
all.
why we're going to couples therapy this afternoon.
Ryan, it's on you now, bro.
I'm so glad this just happened because I feel like I was here for the moment when I have become the producer of this podcast.
Amen.
And people say, we actually just want Ross and Gastor from now on. Like, could you just have her for the whole show? You sit over there and just keep things on track a little bit, get the light set up, and let them talk.
We've made a full pivot here, okay? Yeah. Everything's coming out, okay? Now, this is a show centered around our fandom of the same man. Okay?
Man, we can move on from Ryan, unless you have any closing thoughts on him.
No, he's a fantastic dude. He has 3 fans here now.
Yes.
We haven't even checked in with Peggy. Promise you she's a fan too.
Oh, she's a huge fan of Ryan Reynolds. She just wants to be his lapdog, much like I think Ross secretly does.
Exactly.
Ross's energy is a lot like in 2nd or 3rd grade when you just like trash the boy you like.
I'm telling you. Yo, low key, go look in the mirror and look at Ryan Reynolds. You're going to see a lot of him.
Okay.
I'm telling you, bro.
There is probably some element of truth because Patrick and I talk all the time about how if we had met earlier in life, I definitely would not have liked him. At all. He probably would have like pushed me a little bit and antagonized me. He would have done mean boy to flirt with me nonsense.
Okay.
But like he was the kind, well, you were maybe a little nicer in high school, you've claimed, but like I was not getting along well with straight dudes.
Okay, that's fair.
For most of my life, I would say. He's kind of an exception now to the rule. So that continues.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Particularly white straight dudes.
He's on a good streak.
So, there probably is some element of like, oh, I got, he was like prom king and shit.
Amen. Real talk.
But I hated those people in elementary school, high school, because they made my life hellacious.
I don't blame you.
So,
and that's why she dreamed.
And then I married one.
Of a handsome white dude from Canada.
I mean, it says so much about the clutch that this form of the patriarchy has over the psyche of young women. We've got you.
I know. I'm trying to undo it with our daughter. Okay, for real.
Maybe this is a good spot to end this episode altogether. Because that was momentous. I changed my Instagram handle on this episode.
Live,
baby. Thank God. And it feels right. It's Patrick Holbert. That feels fine. It feels fine.
You got to do what comedians do. You got to workshop it. You got to punch it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got to do that. We got 3 great minds together. We came up with a good name.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did this for you, brother.
Thank you so much. I'm going to look on YouTube now and see if I can do it there.
Yeah, I was going to say, put the pressure on him. Make sure he changes this everywhere. Yeah. This isn't a one-name thing. All right? It's Patrick Holbert. Got to be on all the names. All right? Make him do it.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Peace.
Take care.